Yes,
Snow White
I wanna watch it.
and the
Was
7
warned for years
lawsuits
that
with
their live-action
Rachel
remake of
Zegler.
Snow White would be an abysmal failure.
This
They ignored
situation
the warnings
is
and instead made every
crazy.
wrong decision possible, leading to a box
Right,
office
NPCs
bomb.
aside,
Theaters around the world are
it
empty.
warmed my
The
heart.
film sold 50% less than
Right,
they
for
projected.
long-time
It
viewers,
earned a
they know
1.6
that
out
they
of
know
10
this,
star
right?
rating
About
on
2 years ago,
IMDb,
all
a
this shit
20%
started,
rating
right?
on Rotten Tomatoes. The CGI
This is the
dwarves will give you
conception of
nightmares,
slop.
and the little people they
Right, you know
replaced
the
with
12-hour
CGI
video?
have filed
That's
a
the
class
one,
action
man. That was the
lawsuit
first
against
one.
Disney. Walt Disney himself is
After the
turning in his
experiment.
grave because he personally requested that the
I mean,
company
it's
should
just
never change,
warms my
alter,
heart.
or remake Snow White, but they did
This
it
is where
anyway.
it all started. It's been
No.
2 years.
No,
Disney.
2
Walt
years.
Disney himself is turning in his grave because he personally
And
requested that the company should never
after all this
change,
time,
alter,
what
or
I've
remake
truly
Snow
learned
White,
is
but
that
they
yo, that's
excuses to go to
insane.
Tomato. We have to glaze the goat for glazing the goat. Now
Dude,
glaze the
that
goat.
is crazy.
I've glazed in before.
Dude, some guy makes
Chat,
an
you
empire.
have to glaze the goat.
Creative mind.
He's the goat, and
asked
he's
that,
always
yo,
had to correct
don't
things.
do this, and when
Just listen to what he's
he
saying.
dies,
The legacy speaks herself
that's
every
actual-
day, every night.
Anyway,
It's
by
the
casting
correct
Rachel
take.
Zegler, who
He's
insisted
always
that
right.
they change the
And
entire
that's why he's the
film to
goat.
make it more
That
politically
disrespecting the dead,
correct.
literally.
He never
Rachel
loses.
called the original
He
Prince
always
Charming a
wins, man.
stalker, insisted
He's
that
the
Snow
goat.
White was not yearning for love, but actually dreamed of being a leader. Rachel also demanded she be paid more for, quote, standing in a dress for 18 hours. Zegler created so much controversy that Disney had to hire a personal security detail for her co-star Gal Gadot because of the countless death threats she was receiving. This movie is an absolute dumpster fire, and Rachel's response to the film bombing proved that everyone's suspicions about her were correct.
I'm a narcissist.
And yet none of that has anything to do with why people were suspicious about Rachel Zegler in the first place. In 2018, Rachel's friend sent her a tweet about an open casting call for Steven Spielberg's film adaptation of West Side Story. So 16-year-old Zegler recorded and submitted an audition tape.
Bernardo and Anita argue all morning about a fight that's gonna happen tonight.
Now, she was definitely a promising young talent. She spent her childhood acting in countless plays and developed an impressive singing voice. Rachel was just one of 30,000 who auditioned for the role of Maria. Without any professional acting experience, an agent, or connections in Hollywood, she was selected for the lead role. Her performance earned critical acclaim, and she went on to win the Golden Globe for Best Actress in a Motion Picture, Musical, or Comedy. The industry plant accusations were formed because some people simply do not believe that a no-name actor could get this lucky. She was basically hand-selected by Steven Spielberg. Then again, with the entertainment industry being flooded with nepo babies and people born into immense wealth, Rachel being essentially a random girl from New Jersey securing an A-list role.
Classic
I feel
Hollywood,
like
man.
some of these roles, chat, like
Classic
when they know,
Hollywood.
they know. He probably just looked at it and said, "Wait a minute, that just works," and just selected it. It doesn't
Actually
seem-
might be
doesn't
a
seem
step in the
crazy.
right direction for Hollywood. However, they may have chose the wrong girl
Man,
because her inability to keep her
wouldn't
politically charged
surprise me
opinions to herself started to
if
cause
something
problems.
bad,
Chat, scouts, okay, chat, people that
if something
scout
bad
talent in all
turns out to
industries
be,
are literally like
the,
the ghost geniuses of
the
all
result of
industries.
this.
Chat, I've been saying this. People that scout talent,
It's something that isn't funny.
actually
Because this is
so
funny.
skilled and insane,
They-
they're crazy. Okay?
They
took some
adopted
dude, she got Golden Globe.
a movie
That's crazy. That
in
it was
modern
a no-name,
terms,
no
and it's
agency,
shit.
whatever.
I mean, we've seen this before.
It's crazy.
It's just funny. It
Disney
keeps happening, and they
executives,
keep messing up.
as if West Side
And they
Story
keep
wasn't
clinging on
already a
as-
massive
to the
introduction
power
to
as
Hollywood.
much as possible,
her next
and
role
yet
was
they
even
only
bigger,
lose
one
and lose
that
and
could
lose.
set her up
That's
for a
because
lifetime of success, and that was being cast
you
as
have to
Snow
earn what you
White
get.
in Disney's live-action remake
These
of the
dudes,
classic.
they're the next
Rachel
generation.
chose to
right?
make this
It was
monumental
the
announcement
people
on
who
Twitter
put them
where
in
she
power
wrote,
that
"Yes,
earned
I am
what
Snow
they get.
White.
They just got
No,
put in
I
power
am not
because they
bleaching my skin
repeated
for the role."
words of the other
Rachel
guys.
deleted this tweet shortly after sending it out to the world.
So,
However, the reason she brought
they're
up her
clicking
skin
on
color in the first
because they don't
place
know how
was
to
to
handle
address the
it.
criticism she was
So-
receiving
because they just
online.
keep
In the
losing and
original
losing,
fairy tale
right?
and the
That's why I know
1937
that.
animated film, Snow White is depicted as having skin as white as snow. It is quite literally the inception of the princess's identity. But Rachel Zegler is of Colombian descent and has more of an olive skin tone. Now, there definitely were some extreme takes suggesting that Disney is evil and only casting POC characters to cause outrage. There were also some blatantly racist takes, but most people were
Hold on.
to cause outrage. There were also some some blatantly racist takes, but most
Yeah,
people were just
7
genuinely
CGI
confused
dwarfs.
why Snow White wasn't going to be white. And this does seem to be a recurring theme for Disney these days. The original 1989 animation of The Little Mermaid depicted Ariel as a white woman, whereas the
This one's worse.
2023
This
live-action
one's way
remake
worse.
cast
Because at least
Well,
Rachel Ziegler is white.
I'm not.
She just
I'm not
isn't.
gonna say
She
Halle
just
Bailey
isn't
as Ariel,
albino
who was
white,
African
right?
American. And yes,
It's a
this
different
film
thing.
was
No,
also
I meant about the other one. I
Or
just
because-
feel like I don't think that's blatantly
Like it or
racist.
not,
Hold
if
on.
you're from
I wish you hear my take. Don't get mad at me.
if you're from like
I think the
Spain
other
or something,
comment
or
wasn't blatantly racist.
Latin America,
At least the first part.
you're white as fuck. Or you might
if
call
the character is called Snow White and it's busy because it's a character
Americans
it's a character
gringos or
being
something.
white as snow.
reality is you're white as fuck.
The comment isn't blatantly racist.
You're just white.
I mean,
I mean, it doesn't get much more white.
let's say if
I mean,
we
people
had
that are much more white
the
than you
meme
are.
chat, right?
I mean, they're
Ryan
just
Gosling as
Scandinavians.
Black Panther, if somebody says, "Oh,
Yeah,
a
you're just
White Panther,
white. Like,
n-
look
not
at
a
fucking Train.
singular soul
I'm pretty sure he's
on Earth that
Iranian or
would
something.
Make that comment.
not sure. I
and
don't-
be
I don't know
called
the guy,
racist,
but-
let's be honest.
He's
accused
just
of
white.
pandering,
Just look at
trying
the
to
guy. He's
change
just white as
something
fuck.
that
He
was a
looks like
non-issue
a
in the first place.
Neanderthal.
However,
But he's
defenders
white.
pointed
I
out
mean,
that
we all know he's
mermaids
white.
don't have a race because they are not real. Normally, these controversies lead to failure, but the film grossed over $560
Or like a
million
fucking Omi.
worldwide and made a
Omi.
solid profit.
Right.
But Zegler insisted that the Snow White remake
Yeah,
was
pretty
based
just
on
Egyptian,
an alternative
right?
version of the
I mean, he's
story,
just white.
one that doesn't have to do
Right,
with
he's
her
just-
skin color.
he's just
She
white.
said, "It fell back to another version of Snow White that was told in history, where she survived a snowstorm that occurred when she was a baby. And so the king and queen decided to name her Snow White to remind
If this is, let's say it's true, right? Then I think it's up to them to brand it properly and market the movie properly. If you're gonna make that argument, it's a different story, or whatever. If it's just bad marketing, bad branding to just label it as Snow White, as everybody knows it. Because if you make a lot of remakes of old Disney stories, like The Beast and the whatever, like if you make a bunch, and they're all pretty accurate, one to one to what it is, right? If you make a crazy remix, whatever, then brand it as a remix, not as. Otherwise, you are going to be deceived.
her of her resilience.
no-brainer.
One of the core points in our film for any young woman or young person is remembering how strong you actually are. And while this may seem like a small nuance that doesn't really matter in the grand scheme of things, it was an insight into the major changes that were coming next. Because the more Zegler talked about the film, the more it seemed like it was going to be a disaster. Particularly in this Variety interview where she talked about how she and the writers are giving Snow White a modern twist.
You said you were bringing a modern edge to it. What do you mean by that?
I just mean that it's no longer 1937, and we absolutely wrote a Snow White that is
not going to be saved by the prince.
She's not going to be saved by the prince. She's not going to be dreaming about true love. She's dreaming about becoming the leader she knows she can be.
Snow White dreams.
I mean, this
of
was all
being a
2 years
leader.
ago.
Why
For
not
this
write
part,
a totally
it's all
new
2 years
story
ago.
instead of
I have
remaking
no
the
clue
old
what
one?
happens afterwards because I don't care. I only care about the goat.
The leader?
I only glaze the goat because glazing the goat is good, and we have to glaze the goat.
Being a leader? Yeah,
just glaze the
I
goat
said-
as I've glazed
I
him
didn't
before.
hear that, and I said that. Whenever I told you a story. Yeah, exactly. Chat, what is
So
she reading? I don't get it.
I'm
The
interested.
Seven Dwarves? I thought the Seven Dwarves were helping her.
What happened? What happened? I
Once.
haven't
It has
heard
nothing
about
to do
this
with Snow White.
until
Zegler,
maybe a
there
week
is
ago.
nothing wrong with
and it says on
dreaming about true
Asmongold
love,
clip
but
on
people
YouTube.
were not overreacting in the
It's-
comments. Zegler supported stripping this classic story of its roots.
Because this is still 2 years ago.
The original cartoon came out in 1937, and very evidently so. There's a big focus on her love story with a guy who literally stalks her. Weird. So we didn't do that this time.
Rachel's tone might come off
Who is we, though? Who's we? Wait, I'm confused. Chad, I thought she was an actor. No way that she shaped the plot and the writing and built the whole thing from scratch.
silly to some, but it is evidently so sarcastic. Referring to Prince Charming as a stalker is inaccurate and disrespectful. We are not talking about just any Disney film, we are talking about the first ever full-length animated feature film in history. This is quite literally Walt Disney's baby. Now, people are already a little apprehensive towards the countless remakes of old Disney classics, but Rachel's lack of class and grace pushed anyone who was even a little open-minded away. Despite that, she continued to
I'm not gonna say anything.
Express her disdain for the original film.
I was scared of the original cartoon. Like, I'm being so serious. I watched it once, never revisited Snow White again.
What's interesting about Rachel claiming to be scared of the original film is that she also said the exact opposite during her press tour.
The head wobble is literal rage bait. I don't think a lot of, listen, it's kind of condescending, it's kind of annoying, it's literally made to hate almost. I just don't think a lot of people find it endearing. Like, it's just not.
Showing pictures of her as a child in her Snow White dress and how she always dreamed as a little girl of being
It looks
this
like the Chick-fil-A
princess.
sauce.
This constant flip-flopping along with her sarcastic tone just soured people's perception of her. But not only did she seem unappreciative of a Disney classic, she also made some interesting comments about her next role as Anthea in Shazam! Fury of the Gods.
What made you want to step into this world of DC heroes? I needed a job. I'm being so serious.
While yes, even actors have bills to pay and need a job to do that, some interpreted the remark as snarky and annoying. Now, to be fair, later in the interview, Rachel does go on to express her gratitude for receiving this role, considering it was only her second Hollywood film ever. But her unapologetic attitude on the red carpet continued to stir the pot.
You know what? Is it basically interesting? It's not interesting. I feel like if she swapped the comments on both movies the other way around, she would have probably won the audience and won everybody. I feel like if for Snow White, I said, oh wait, why did whatever? He said, oh, I needed a job, I needed an acting a role or whatever. I said, okay, and then the other one, same take. It reversed.
And she just kept making it worse, specifically during the writer's strike of 2023. The Writers Guild of America represents thousands of writers in film, TV, radio, and online media. They are the backbone of Hollywood's content. Despite their importance, Hollywood executives restructured the industry to drastically reduce residual payments, leaving most writers with little to no income after their work is uploaded to apps like Netflix, Hulu, HBO Max, etc. So the Guild went on a strike to renegotiate and push for higher pay. Rachel Zegler also used her voice to support the strike.
You're a shit writer and you get cut. Womp womp. All the movies were shit before, they were all shit after. I haven't watched the new movie in a long time. I'm pretty sure the newest movie I've ever watched was whatever the last John Wick was. I watched it in the airplane. I was on an airplane to Australia and Japan.
Often comes off as
I watched the movie. It was 3 hours long. The one where there's a 10-minute cutscene.
Higher pay came off extremely entitled,
John Wick
especially considering the strike was mostly for
Paris.
Because main characters like.
I don't know how people would
and it
feel.
was fucking
Just
shit, but it was fun. It was fun to watch.
What do people say?
But it was shit.
Oh yeah, I was paid. Let's say I was paid for Mr. Beast.
If people say shit, I'm not gonna watch it.
He paid me $20K for 3 hours of appearance.
I'm not wasting my time on this.
Oh, that's a lot of money. But then, what happens if you were to say, yo guys, every view that he gets, I should be getting a portion of that, whatever. I feel like people will be like, shut up, dumb fuck. I feel like people kind of pick and choose where that argument kind of makes sense based on the amount in perception, but it's not. I think it's,
like Zegler, are often compensated extremely generously. By this point, her reputation was at an all-time low, and there were even rumors circulating that Disney was going to.
I mean, she's paid millions for her role. She's paid millions. Okay,
dumb fuck.
Okay, then pay her, then give her 2% of all sales, whatever, right? But pay her fucking $50K for the role, then $50,000.
Axe this film, as countless people expressed that Rachel Zegler is the sole reason that they would not go to watch the movie. But then somehow Disney managed to make things even worse. They announced that they would be changing Snow White's 7 dwarves to the more politically correct Snow White's diverse group of magical creatures of all sizes and genders.
The what now? The what?
Correct. Snow White's diverse group of magical creatures of all sizes and genders. Photos of the cast were leaked onto the internet, which sparked
is this what happened in the movie? This?
outrage. These look like medieval times reenactors at the local fair.
Wait, I always make jokes about randomizing your character. I feel like that is randomizing, but originally, okay, they changed it after. Because that's literally hitting random. Why is this guy wearing a fucking blazer? This guy's a beanie, some hippie out and then a blazer and a cane and suit pants? What the fuck am I watching?
Disney quickly responded and said that these were not pictures of the actual set, but nobody believed them. The only reason Disney planned on changing the dwarves in the first place was because of a comment made by Hollywood star Peter Dinklage, who felt that the new rendition of the movie was not progressive enough.
I was a little taken back by they're very proud to cast a Latino actress as Snow White.
Yeah.
But you're still telling the story of Snow White.
Yeah.
Seven Dwarfs.
Sure.
So you take a step back and look at what you're doing there.
Yeah.
I know. That makes no sense to me.
But,
you're progressive in one way, but you're still making.
Oh, I feel like people will misinterpret what he's saying. I don't think he's being soft. I feel like people are misinterpreting it. I think they're saying if you're gonna kind of like butcher the identity of one part, why not butcher the identity of all of it?
In that backward story of seven dwarves living in a cave to get what the are you doing, man?
Even though Peter Dinklage has built an illustrious Hollywood legacy with countless roles as a little person, he seemed pretty upset with Disney. They promptly responded that they would avoid reinforcing stereotypes and would be consulting with members of the dwarfism community to make this.
Yeah, but what stereotype though? I thought a dwarf is a dwarf. I don't think it's a stereotype unless they're using negative stereotypes.
Yeah, there is no stereotype.
Inclusive. Most people just looked at this as Disney once again pandering to another social issue. But what often happens when trying to please everyone for the sake of being politically correct, you end up pleasing
There's a different stereotype for fantasy dwarfs and actual dwarfs.
Snow White and the Seven
Actual dwarves is people with big heads and tiny limbs.
Disney was panicking for a solution to make both sides happy,
Fantasy
and nobody could have
dwarves is
predicted
the guys
how bad
that
their solution to this
they're all
problem
blacksmiths.
would be. Instead of
And they
casting
live in the
real
fucking
actors,
they
Disney
live in
decided
caves
to
and
eliminate
mountains.
them and use CGI
And they all carry
dwarves
massive
instead,
hammers.
which will provide
That's
enough nightmare
a
fuel
fantasy
to last
dwarf.
you the rest of
Yeah.
2025.
It's
Chat,
so
unfortunately,
different,
Chat, this
man.
is what happens when you do like full AI, like human face, whatever, fucking CGI, whatever. Uncanny Valley. Chat, we watched like what 2 videos about this shit.
I mean,
This
it's like the
falls
Minecraft
Uncanny
movie.
Valley,
It just makes no
unfortunately.
sense.
When you're close to being like realistic, but you don't quite hit the mark, that will feel like really, really bad.
The dwarves look like
does,
scary
though. It does, though.
monsters, not cute, charming friends. The overuse of CGI in this film allowed them to take shortcuts. Instead of creating detailed artistic sets and costumes, they relied on animation, which made the film feel cheap, hollow, and soulless. Like, wasn't this supposed to be a live-action remake? Where's the live action? Why is there so much CGI? Why does it look like a really bad cartoon? Additionally, the significance of the dwarves to the story was drastically reduced. Grumpy and Dopey got a decent amount of screen time, while the other 5 dwarves were barely shown enough for the viewers to be able to distinguish them from one another. Ironically, all of these decisions were made to avoid backlash from the dwarfism community, and now the little people who were removed from the—
Bro, I'm confused. They don't want the dwarves to be shown in a bad way, in a real life dwarf way, in a stereotype way, in a whatever way. Okay, then remove the dwarves entirely. Now you're gonna complain that there's no more dwarves anymore. Now you've removed their identity entirely. They don't even exist anymore. So what the fuck did they motherfucker want? I'm confused.
Film are now planning a class action lawsuit against Disney for replacing them with cartoons. This is so ridiculous. Actress Allie Chapman, who is 3 foot 8 inches tall, said, 7 talented little people actors could have played these roles in the live-action remake, and yet they chose to use cartoons. It's an insult and discriminatory. You ever see one of those tragic situations where it's extremely foggy and there's a traffic jam?
It's interesting, Chat, how we said true to every argument, but some of those are contradictory. Just because of, I feel like the reason why something is being done is kind of like more important, whatever. And I agree with all of it, but in the end, there's no winner, and it just kind of sucks. If everybody just shut the fuck up and just did what the story is, at that point, you need to decide: is Snow White and the Seven Dwarves a story that we're okay with?
The reason why you
if it's
change
not,
it
then
does
don't
not
fucking
matter.
do the movie then. Don't do the story.
What matters
fuck the whole
is
thing,
the changes that you make.
And just
And you know
don't do
why?
it. If everything's gonna be controversial,
Because
then
the changes
or just
that you
commit
make
to it. I'm confused.
Highway, and you have cars
reasons why you
speeding
made
into
those
the
changes
fog,
are
just
forgotten
crashing into each
by the
other.
next
That is this
generation.
film. And
your children will never
worse, right?
understand you, and they will
because
never
now there was a
know
major
why you
dispute
did what you
between
did.
the two stars of the film,
They'll only
Gal
know
Gadot
what you
and
did.
Rachel Zegler. Fans noticed
So you need
sometime
to
between
leave a mark
2023 and
by
2024
doing
that
right.
Gal and
Not
Rachel
by
may have
doing
developed some
something
tension.
for the right
As you
reason.
can see in this interview, Gal is being professional,
Or you do
looking
right.
and smiling while Zegler is speaking. But
Not
whenever
you do,
Gal is speaking,
oh, your mind says
Zegler
right, but
refuses to look
well,
at her,
we all make
often
mistakes.
looking down at
No.
her feet or off to the side.
We all make
Their body
mistakes,
language
but
screams that
that's
there is
bad.
tension between
And
them,
you should not
and
make
these
mistakes.
assumptions
That's
will
bad.
be proven true. When Disney released the official trailer for Snow White, Rachel thanked the fans for
Yeah,
their
no, his mind was in the right place.
I think
No.
it's a little bit of overthinking,
Your mind is in the wrong place.
Okay. On top of which,
You don't know
she
what the
seemed to
guy
be
was
doing pretty
thinking.
good eye contact
You
with
just
her,
trust
somebody
his word on
of
it.
her
Oh,
height
I'm doing it for
or
this
under.
reason. Yeah, but
Maybe
he's
it's
lying.
just- guys,
He's not
looking
doing it
up
for
at
that
people
reason.
isn't
He wants you
like,
to think he's doing that for.
it's
He's
just-
doing that
it's
for
a
that
common
reason.
thing. When
But he's
people
not doing
look
it for
up at
that
somebody,
reason.
Often they avoid eye contact, but they're like.
That's not how it
it's
works,
just-
man.
it's a thing,
Ford,
it's a thing,
receiving over 120 million views in 24 hours. She used that big moment to make a political statement. And always remember, free Palestine.
No.
While some saw this
Wait,
as an...
She said what? 100 views on our trailer. What a whirlwind. I'm in the thick of rehearsals for Romeo and Juliet.
a political statement. And always remember, free Palestine. While some saw this as an honorable act of solidarity, others interpreted it as a jab at her co-star. Gal Gadot is Israeli and even served in their military. Gal has been outwardly supportive of her country, specifically posting support for the IDF and civilian hostages taken during the October 7th Hamas attack. Almost immediately, Gal began getting a concerning amount of death threats. Things got so bad that Disney had to hire a personal security detail for Gadot. One of the Disney producers, Mark Platt, flew from Los Angeles to New York to have a personal crisis talk with Zegler. Platt had to remind her how much was at stake with the movie and her career before asking her to post heedfully. The son of the Disney
It's a little bit unfair in my opinion. Regardless of what your take is, I don't even have a take. I don't honestly, I'm not here about the take. I'm just saying, to ask one to post.
I'll give the take. Landia.
And
Landia.
it's still
Landia.
honestly,
All these
it's
suckers in the
like
chat, they're brainwashed by race, they're brainwashed by religion, they're brainwashed by culture, they're retards. It's Landia all along. It was Landia, and the goat was right. Even though he said it for a funny reason, he was correct anyway. That needs to go.
Had to leave his
That's
family
to
to
go.
fly across the
He doesn't
country
even
to
try.
reprimand his 20-year-old
Right.
employee
He doesn't even try,
for
yet
dragging
he's
her
always
personal
corrected.
politics into the middle
He's
of
the goat.
promoting the movie for which she signed a multi-million-dollar contract to get paid and do publicity for. This is called adult responsibility and accountability, and her actions clearly hurt the film's box office.
Guys,
free speech does
regardless, guys, I said this yesterday. There is no winning in politics, and of course you can say, dude, this is human rights, dude, this is civilian, this is whatever. Okay, I understand that. It's also political in nature. Any comments, even if you have 80, okay, chat. If I say I like hot dogs, okay, the 80% of people that agree with me will like me. The 20% that don't agree with me still like me. Politics is kind of like this. Oh, guys, I support this. 95% of people agree with me and like me for this. The other 5% now probably kind of hate me, and now they don't like me anymore. There's always loss in political commentary or comment. That's just the way that it's why a lot of people just avoid it. Okay, here's a question mark. Then how come every artist that has crazy pull and influence, why do they talk about politics all the time then? If they can sway the world and do the right thing? Because there is loss at every comment. There's loss every single time. And that's just something that when you're in this industry, it hurts everybody. This will hurt how many people are gonna watch it, how many people are gonna consume it, how many people are gonna get the residual income from fucking whatever. It hurts the income of everybody. it's just what it is. Like,
does not mean you're allowed to say whatever you want in your private employment without repercussions. Tens of thousands of people worked on that film, and she hijacked the conversation for her own immature desires, at the risk of all the colleagues and crew and blue-collar workers who depend on that movie.
You say have a spine when you have
Tens
nothing.
of thousands?
You have no stakes at play.
Where the
no
fuck
loss,
are you getting
no
10,000 people
nobody
working
will
on
be
this piece of
affected by
shit?
your actions, your wording. You have nothing
Dude,
at stake, nothing. And you're putting people in.
You could bring out a group of college students, give them some equipment, and they'll make a good movie.
Still make those comments. We could do that.
How the fuck are you getting 10,000 people?
Does it matter? Why do it in a,
what, 10,000 actors, 10,000 cameramen, 10,000 editors? Where the fuck are these people coming from? What the fuck is 10,000 people in a movie?
Narcissism is not something to be coddled or encouraged.
Like, where the fuck are they getting these numbers from? This makes no
cannot
sense.
necessarily be held responsible for the actions of other people.
That just screams inefficiency. That just screams a bunch of people getting paid for the exact same thing.
They are just expressing support for opposite
I'm not talking
sides.
about
But
Rachel
all this could have been
Ziegler here. I'm
avoided
talking
if
about
they just left
those people that we
politics out
don't
of a
know
children's movie.
that are
But Ziegler was insistent on making her political opinion heard at any opportunity she
They're not doing shit. They're getting paid for nothing
Kamala
here.
Harris. And it's actually non-negotiable.
No, that's just a joke. Right, at least 10,000 of these tens of thousands of people should not have gotten that job. And should have not worked on that. And they don't deserve the money. Because they never worked on anything. And they didn't output anything of value.
I don't need your business.
And what better time than immediately
after... Even 1,000 people for a fucking movie is so much.
Telling them what to vote for is, I think, inherently wrong. You're preying on the fact that people are uneducated, uninformed, they won't do any research.
10 main characters.
Is this with my values or not?
Side
and just
bullshitters.
blindly vote for something because
Let's
they were
say
told
100
by
cameramen.
somebody who has influence. It's inherently flawed. If you believe in democracy,
12 writers.
The foundation of what democracy is,
one
you
director.
agree with my take it. But you're
What's that?
You're so brainwashed and thinking
less than 500, like this, less than
they should do the
250
right
people.
thing. No.
How are you going to get tens of thousands of people working on a fucking movie? Marketing, let's say 50 people
with the information you have,
running all the media accounts. That's so
Why
many
is it
people.
When people
So many
say,
media
guys,
accounts.
vote
So
blue,
much marketing.
Guys, BZ.
Like, where
This
the
is
fuck are you
all
getting these
true.
numbers
When
from,
he says
buddy?
vote red, oh my god,
Makes no
evil,
fucking sense.
racist, this is a Nazi at play. Like,
That shit.
if you're gonna have it has to be both ways. Therefore, just don't do it.
For the election of President Donald Trump. She posted on her Instagram story, "I find myself speechless in the midst of this. Another 4 years of hatred, leaning us towards a world I do not want to live in. Leaning us towards a world that will be hard to raise my daughter in." She doesn't have a daughter, by the way. "Leaning us towards a world that will force her to have a baby she doesn't want. Leaning us towards a world that is fearful. I shouldn't be this shocked, but I am. I am heartbroken for my friends who awoke fear this morning, and I am here with you. To cry, to yell, to hug, to wax poetic on how the left continues to fail us in forging a new path forward. This loss should not have been, and it certainly should not have been by so many votes. May Trump supporters and Trump voters and Trump himself never know peace."
What?
This sent the media into an all-out frenzy, particularly conservative media, who were shocked that Disney was allowing their star to publicly condemn half the country.
Hello, Disney. You're gonna have to redo your film again.
Okay, again, I feel like genuinely, I feel like when a presidential candidate represents more than just one facet of something, okay? If for some people, their values and their inclinations are a lot more in one way, and even though they agree with that, that doesn't make them flip sides, whatever. These people don't deserve peace then? These people are, nah, dude, fuck you guys deserve to be whatever. I think that's just a very reductive thinking. It's stupid.
Conservative media, who were shocked that Disney was allowing their star to publicly condemn half the country.
Hello, Disney. You're gonna have to redo your film again. Because this woman...
I'm not a magatard. I still have a brain left to fucking think, okay? What if...
Yeah, this is one misconception.
The opponent...
People on the left are so delusional. They'll say, when you disagree with anything, they'll say you're a magatard. The reality is, I'm not a magatard.
Guys,
I'm not a magatard. If I were a magatard, I would be retarded.
I I'm for abortion, all these topics. And
being a megatard and being retarded is just the same thing.
We have to vote for this guy.
If you are retarded, you are going to be a megatard. If you become a megatard for whatever reason, you will be retarded.
Yo. Me doing that 8-inch string doesn't mean that I endorse.
It's the same thing.
You said
they're equal.
Do that. I never said shit like that.
I've never Gina Carano for far less than this nonsense.
Rachel finally crossed a line. Disney was officially fed up with her and decided to take action. First, I'm assuming they made her apologize because she redacted her comments she made about the election. From there, Zegler reportedly began working with a social media guru paid for by Disney to vet.
You say it's implied, but what? Okay, then what would sway you more than that? Me putting $700,000 on fucking Kamala winning, or me being in the background of an 8-inch stream and appearing where Trump is in the vicinity? Which one of them is more than it? Hold on, you have to pick and choose now. Which one would sway you more? You don't even agree with yourself, dude. Shut up.
Any post before the film's March 21st debut. They essentially had someone monitoring her social media so she wasn't able to sabotage the film any further, but the damage had already been done. The film officially released in theaters worldwide on March 21st, 2025. There was a slight chance that all this negative publicity would actually draw more attention to the film, increase ticket sales, and lead to a successful debut.
Like Assassin's Creed was like that. They knew... Assassin's Creed knew that the people that were hating are like fucking like super like dumbass radical Twitter Andys or whatever, and it wouldn't affect their sales at all. These people don't fucking play games. Most commentary people on Twitter that have a lot of followers that tweet like, these guys don't play games. They talk to an audience that doesn't play games. What does it matter? Why do I care if some guy that doesn't even have a computer isn't good? Guys, I'm not gonna buy your game. You weren't gonna buy any game, you fucking fat loser. Like what?
Fortunately for Disney, the opposite happened. Fans knew this movie was going to suck way before it ever released, and no matter how many professional critics on Rotten Tomatoes are writing positive reviews, the fans have made their statement with a lack of support. And as a result, Snow White has suffered a disastrous opening weekend at the global box office, earning only $87.3 million worldwide, which sounds like a lot until you realize that it had a staggering $250 million production budget, which some reports suggest is actually closer to $300 million after reshoots and marketing costs. That means they had a whopping 70% loss, making it one of Disney's biggest box office bombs in recent history. This performance is nearly exactly the same as The Little Mermaid. It had the same budget and had a very...
The impact of small things cannot be understated. Sometimes the smallest things affect it in such a crazy way. I'm gonna say if she just shut her trap, it would have probably doubled. Hey,
very similar opening weekend. However, The Little Mermaid was actually a pretty good remake with positive reviews. Fans later decided to give the movie a shot, which resulted in a $569 million worldwide box office earnings. But due to the overwhelming agreement from people who actually watched the movie that it sucks, and then people straight up boycotting, I don't think Snow White's gonna get a second wind. This is a bomb. And Rachel Zegler's response to the box office failure was nothing short of delusional.
And to everyone who hates when I win, the winged victory came to the Louvre in pieces, and people still line up to see her.
The what? Check the what?
When I win.
What is this emote?
And to everyone who hates when I win, the winged victory came to the Louvre in pieces, and people still line up to see her.
The winged victory, is that like an art piece? It can't. Okay, so the Louvre is a museum. Okay.
Yeah, in Paris, it's the one with the triangle.
It came in
pyramid.
Pieces. It was broken.
The tetrahedron. So I'm pretty sure it's called in English.
That a big, crazy, good art piece came in pieces, meaning that it was broken upon
the
arrival.
Pyramid, but with sides only triangle, right? Equilateral triangle.
And despite my cracks and my breaks, and there are many of them.
Pyramid. Louvre.
That at every premiere and everything I do, people will wait in line to see.
People who already thought Zegler was a narcissist have officially confirmed their feelings after seeing this statement. They suspected she was trying to make this film about her. They suspected that she did not care for the legacy of Disney and that all she wanted was the spotlight for herself. And honestly, this response makes it seem like those assumptions are now justified. But
okay, chat, usually chat, a movie starts bad in rating or starts good if it's good and then goes down a little bit, right? This shit actually somehow went down. That is outrageous. Even though people hate it before, and off the rip, they hate it even more. It's insane.
It's a confusing response because the film was a massive flop. Like, essentially, she's saying, haha, my movies are so great, you just have to line up and you have to watch them. But that's not the case. People are actually not waiting in line for this film specifically because of her. And as easy as it is to continuously blame her for the failure of this film, it's only fair to admit that Rachel Zegler's performance was actually decent. She is a great...
I'll pause and I'm actually gonna disagree. If press tours are a thing for positive, they know that it'll help the movie do good. If they fail at the fucking at the PR tours and tours whatever, then you can say also that it probably impacted it negatively. If you're gonna say that we do this for good and we're gonna claim the rewards, you also have to tank the loss when it's bad. And that's probably what happened. Like,
singer, and she definitely performed well considering most of what makes the film actually bad was outside of her control. Like most Disney live-action remakes, Snow White just felt a bit bland and lacked the magic of the original. The CGI looked cheap, the colors are dull and boring, the evil queen didn't feel very evil at all. These remakes often struggle to capture the same charm, making them feel like a corporate cash grab. But since Disney will lose money on this film, perhaps they won't.
If this was my cast, I'm putting Sydney Sweeney as Snow White, and the lady from chat was the lady from Narcos, whatever. The lady it plays Blanco, whatever. Chat.
Like a corporate cash grab. But since Disney will lose money on this film, perhaps they won't make this same mistake going forward. But the biggest learning lesson for Disney here is that the internet outrage is not fake. When people say, hey, your main character is insufferable and I would not spend my money to see this movie, they're not lying. When people say they genuinely want politics to remain out of a children's movie, they are not lying. And when people say it's better to just invent new stories instead of alter the classics, they are not lying. The people won, but the truth...
Chat, the younger guy of the guy who plays Thor. Or me. Yeah, okay, yeah, me. Chat. What's his name, chat?
Thor.
Liam Hemsworth. Oh yeah. Sydney Sweeney, Liam Hemsworth, and Sophia as the bad one. Dude, I cooked. Okay, it would have did 1 billion upon the first week of release. I would have slammed.
Truth is, this film should have never been made. Walt Disney himself was
7 dwarves, 7 actual dwarves, 7 actual little people, right? So some looking certain ways, blah blah. If it fits the theme, boom, yeah, boom, dude.
Extremely
$1 billion.
protective of Snow White in this.
Tyler 1, featuring Kai Cenat, featuring Stable Ronaldo, featuring everybody on Phase, Jet. $1 billion.
7 Dwarves. This was essentially his baby. Walt reportedly rejected multiple ideas for sequels, including a proposed short called Snow White Returns, and was adamant that the original story should not be altered or expanded, as he believed Snow White was a standalone masterpiece that should remain untouched. And it's extremely evident that Disney should have honored their creator's one wish.
Disney sent a taxi. Chat, I have to go.
He's already the GOAT. Nothing needs to be done. He's already the GOAT. This one, no.
because they were waiting in line, that's why.
Yeah.
Going to her.
Okay, next one. There's another one of the... Where is it? Right here. What is going on in China?
A lot of things, bro. And honestly,
I love China.
Really
Exclusive code.
Okay.
Right, and they know that.
Alright, recap.
WXQC, man.
Recap. How are you gonna make a clip about saying this, but then you think a 6.5 minute clip?
Eddie could have paid me $1,000 an hour. He could have paid me $500 an hour. He could pay me $100 an hour, right? He's been very good to me, very fair to me. He's invested in me when it comes to brand risk. I have another event shows. We're doing a streamer awards. Eddie's investing in me, bro. It's like I have a great partnership with him. I don't want to let that go. He's had my back, and now that I'm unbanned, bro, I'm able to do more, and I can collab with more, and I could do more with other people that I love, and that's what it's about. You know what I mean? I could just tell you guys this.
Dude,
you're gonna see
top comment is Pornbot.
What I could do, I'm not on a leash. No more of that, right? No more of that. And also, guys, I just don't think
Pornbot number one. Top comment.
I just don't think all the way that.
Second comment.
What I mean,
just NPC engagement bait.
I stream 10 hours a day, brother.
How these people are going at the top? Oh, I know. It's because they paid. They paid for it. They paid for it. Check mark.
Like, imagine, like, holy shit, are you stupid? Are you stupid though? Brother, I double dipped in your mother last night. I double dipped my panini last night. Double dip. Hey, don't get mad at me. I'm just saying the truth here. What about
it? In the cheese sauce.
Long kill. You said what?
I'm racist.
You're racist?
Yes. I hate nigger. I'm a nigger killer. I'm so sorry about that. But
what?
I love your girlfriend because your girlfriend is my
What?
I love her.
What?
Yes, that's true. I'm so
Is this some kind of joke skit? What kind of... It has to be some kind of skit then, no?
Wait, I don't think you understand what you're saying.
Why is she so happy?
Do you speak English?
Yes, I am racist.
What? What the fuck? Oh, hell no. What? What the fuck? Bro, hell no. What the fuck is she saying? What?
She took the mask off to make sure that he heard her right. Like,
what the fuck? What you saying? Do you speak English?
Yes, I am racist. I am racist.
What? What the fuck? Bro, hell no. What the fuck is she saying? What?
What the fuck? The company owner of the character of the girl is cosplaying may look into legal action against her. What? I'm gonna go what this is. Is it a blue archive doing Christian terms of service? Jesus.
What?
Interesting, chat. No. Anyway.
Fuck is this? You gonna love it. You gonna love it. You gonna love it.
Wait, guys.
You gonna love it. Woo, 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 woo. Come here, motherfucker. Speed up. Do you love this dress?
That ain't funny. Stupid.
Jesus, man.
Interesting. Well, that was a chat. That was a fantastic video.
I want to fully lock in for the next one. By the way, bro, you mother sucker.
Why you look like a pineapple on a pixel.
Bro, and I saw multiple people saying that message yesterday. I have to change my plant position, bro, I swear.
It looks like a fish tail. You know?
There was also a guy on TikTok like, I thought the spike, I thought he got a new haircut. Bro, oh my god. Do I need to get rid of this fucking plant in the back? Scheiße, man.
Well, you can tell by the way I use my walk. I'm a woman's man. No time to talk. You see love.
It's kind of hard.
Chat. What the fuck are these links? Hello?
Well, he's just...
Well, that's disgusting.
No, that's fat.
Look how fat
I
it
think
is.
he's pregnant. Yeah, he's pregnant.
This thing has poopy butt too.
That's
It's
not
mega fat.
abusive, that's just, he likes it, man.
Really what? I'm not no fucking flight attendant, dude.
Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome aboard to Flight 247, with service to New York City. Please make sure your seatbelt is securely fastened now. To fasten it, insert the metal into the buckle and pull tight. To release, simply lift the buckle. We recommend keeping your seatbelt fastened whenever seated in case of unexpected turbulence.
Whenever he's fastened when a seatbelt sign is on. Hey, I've been in an airplane before. This is actually wrong, incorrect.
Who is the most streamed rapper each year from 2015, 2016, 2017?
Drake.
2016, it's also Drake. 2016 is also Drake. 2017 is going to also be Drake. Are you sure? Yes. 2017 is also Drake. 2018 definitely Drake. 2018 is
Jump on it.
19.
Bang, 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 bang.
Classic. They're gonna use this now. You know they're gonna make some stupid animation with this though.
Yeah, I'd consider him a rapper. So he could be on here.
Drake.
He could potentially be on here. He's eligible. Post Malone, not gonna be. Oh, what am I doing? What am I?
I think it's Drake.
2019. I just can't.
No. Okay, heal. Just pop a Phoenix. I'll pop it back. I'm looking for you. Yeah, you're good. Good shit. I'm watching. They have reds. We gotta be careful. No. Okay, heal.
Random fucking. Jump out here.
Jesus.
What the hell is my fuck? One mid. No. Nice. What is my fucking...
Flash over A. Smoke upstairs.
What is my
Flash over A.
Train looks like
I look like early even discovering fire.
Palace and sandwich.
What the hell is my fuck?
One mid.
That's what it looks like to me as well. Male driver, and I believe he might have.
Wow.
The volume.
50 months.
The volume. Don't know. Don't know. Chat, he's got the old school. If the police did their job, they would have cited him multiple times for tinted windows, and they wouldn't need to chase him. They would know where he lives. They would know his address, his everything. Social security. They would know anything about this guy if they just did their job right. You see tinted windows, you arrest him. Hey, pull the mother suckers over. Tinted is illegal. Chat, guys, we've seen those chases a lot.
It was funny.
I feel like this guy is different. That's why I'm watching this. I don't care.
You see this kind of roof? You could do a Chicago sunroof into that.
Cold-blooded almost. Like he knows what he's doing.
Just make sure there's nobody else in the car, because you can get arrested for sexual harassment, even though it's not sexual. I think it's a judge they won't understand. So
this doesn't seem like the type of guy who's gonna stop and pull over and
just
like
check
the chase
in the back. If they have tinted windows, make sure they really check. You could do a Chicago sunroof. Or just saying, it's a possibility. You want to do it?
I'm looking up ahead as far as I can.
You can send me, if you want to do it, you can do it, and you can also send me a video. And that's all. something that is possible in our world. It's something we can imagine.
Then it becomes the 15. The
and you know what else we can imagine?
Actually comes to an end. And then once we're past that point, I do see a little bit of slowdown headed north, but not headed south. So if this guy just stays south, completely open freeway.
I just thought about the perfect crime. A fleet of criminals, right? All of them are the same car, right? Escaping from the crime scene. Cops chase. They all split up. They follow the ones that are look to be the main culprit or whatever. It's all AI controlled car except for one of them. All 10 windows. They don't know who to chase. Boom. He's out.
A phone call to 911. That could be.
And he has a button. If they chase the right one, recombine. They all come back. Boom. Back to main. Do it again.
Yes.
Wait. That's what the new Fast and Furious is gonna be. Fast and Furious AI.
Very soon when we get to Marietta, it becomes the 15, and then from there, smooth sailing as far as we can see all the way down to the Mexican border. Dispatcher can
even though they might spike, I don't think they'll want to use stuff that can endanger the whole cabin because of a possibly innocent in the car.
Estamos viendo, pero no podemos observar
on the phone.
Oh my God! What just happened?
If that person is willing to talk to law enforcement. I actually didn't get a good look at them, Colleen, but we did notice earlier that there were patrol units
Colleen,
on the side of the freeway, ready to jump in the person.
All right, retired Sergeant Bill Preciado, thanks so much for your expertise on this. As we mentioned, he's in Temecula right now. We're going to keep an eye on this situation, bring you more as we get it.
All right, living in LA County is about to get more expensive.
Los policías o de las autoridades locales del condado de San Diego, una vez que ya estén allí en esa área. Estamos viendo que baja un poco la velocidad, va a 57 millas por hora. Hace algunos instantes veíamos cómo iba a 117 millas por hora.
They've been going for 57 miles.
Con esta persecución policial y
they will try to stop him immediately on the highway. And the police is trying very hard to get this person who seems to be a suspect of a kidnapping. And here's some crackheads buying a live drug deal in this neighborhood trailer park. And it's over. I can't fucking believe it. I actually can't believe it. Back at it again. Back at it again. Policía en... well, the joke was that I was reverse translating, like, because it swapped to English. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
We are going to be U-turning back to base. We, of course, are going to have an update for you on this pursuit on our later newscast. We have a newscast coming up.
Chat, GG. Chat, that's GG. Stop turning around. They might be circling. They might be stopped. If he circles, it means that they stopped. Dude. There is no shot they leave and automatically they pull them over. Chat, we have no content. Chat, Crowder loses lawsuit to Billy Mitchell. Chat, who is this?
I have concluded that there should be judgment for Mr. Mitchell in the sum of $300,000 for non-economic loss.
Billy's cheating. Chat, guys, what is this about?
Hello, you absolute legend.
He's been saying this lawsuit thing and claiming he was gonna win for years. He's been doing this for years, dude.
With the car?
Multiple-time Donkey Kong World Champion, achiever of the first perfect Pac-Man. And if you publicly deny any of these accolades, he will sue you. Mitchell has a fascination with trying to use the legal system to silence those who doubt his claims, which, I may add, are incessant. He obviously cares deeply about extracting...
This guy cheated. This is a cheater, is he not? And he lost the lawsuit or he won it? He won! Well, I didn't say he cheated. What I meant to say is... what I meant to say is he cheated on the physics of his hair because he used gel.
You're done, buddy.
Clearly, you can see in the video. I think, anyway. You know, allegedly, perhaps, maybe.
They fixed it. Could you kidding me? I put 3. Oh, I have 11 stars. How? Oh my God, wait.
Yes! Yellow!
No, he's...
It's blue! Blue Doppler! Sapphire! What?
Fucking skeleton! Oh my god!
I mean, that's massive. That's just massive.
Stat track too.
Dude.
Oh my
Good.
god!
That's a sapphire.
Oh,
you got a sapphire? Stat track sapphire.
Where is he? Where is he?
You got a sapphire?
Yeah!
I mean, dude.
Oh my god.
This editor fucking sucks. It's no fun when you skip to the win. But you want to see the loss so you can enjoy the win. Now it just feels like it's anything, right? He got a gold. He got a nice one. Wow, dude. Wow.
Bro, that's insane!
That's insane.
It's not. This is just no fun.
On YouTube, just letting you know right now. Oh my god, reacting.
Oh my what a shitty fucking editor, man.
God.
Piece of shit.
Look at it, bro. X is nuts, bro.
So that's for sure. That's a sapphire, even though it's green.
Yeah, sapphire. Oh, that's not green.
Where am I seeing? Where do you see the green?
In the middle of it. In the middle.
In the middle.
Let me zoom in here.
Wait. Oh, wait. Hold on. Go back to that. Yeah, no, but that's how my Crambit looks.
Yeah, that's how my. That's a
honestly, I try to even look the stat track just 0.
But that's the best thing you could have pulled, X. Like the skeleton knife sapphire is it. Oh, I can't use got that.
Does anyone have a clip? I want to see the clip of his reaction when he did it. That's insane.
We heard the reaction.
Bro, I almost passed out. I'm I almost passed out.
I want to see his face.
What's the where? What's the where? What's the where?
It's look at that. 0.058.
Okay, good.
That's nice.
All right, that's it. Hey. Actually, since the goat is so massive, we have to glaze the goat for glazing the goat. Now glaze the goat as I've glazed him before.